By the waves I sing as thunder, for what to wear on days of spring or summer. Perhaps something fresh. Good tidings to you over there, and at the old desk today is another intro to a fragrance house for us here at the old channel. Albeit a little late to the party, but I ran out of gas and just filled up, so better late than lost, I suppose. And that is Rasasi with Hawas for Him being the intro. A fragrance geared towards men that released in 2015 that may be a tad similar to some of that Invictus DNA. I think it was Aqua or what have you. Now, I picked this up at Burlington a little while back, and I believe it was about $30 or so. Now, I wonder if they ever get people doing returns of fragrances, but like sending back fakes to keep the real stuff. I guess check for clay next time you pick up some Creed at the old Marshalls or something. Taking a peek at the bottle. Now, I'm not sure if the liquid is the purple hue or if it's the glass, but it is a lovely little aesthetic, I'll say that. Similar to a flask, I suppose, just with soft edges. Or maybe it's like a tombstone or something like that. I don't know. Very odd looking tombstone. Something you'd find on, I don't know, like Halloween pillows or something like that. A solid fit with a little snap to keep it home when stationed above the bottle. Here's your batch info. Says I only got a little bit longer until it expires. Haven't had a fragrance at the expiration day yet, so we'll see how this one does then. Now, looking at the notes, I pulled these from Rasasi's websites themselves, so hopefully they're as accurate as they can be. The top notes are apple, bergamot, lemon, and cinnamon. The heart notes will be orange blossom, cardamom, and plum. And the base notes will be patchouli, gray amber, driftwood, and musk. And as we do around here, one spray for the sky and one for the skin. Saw a little spray right there. And one for the skin. And as we do around these parts, we'll let that sit for just a moment and we'll be right back. And we're back. Now, at the very start, it's a blast of bergamot, which always seems to like singe my nostrils. I don't know why, I don't mind it, but I also don't love it. It just seems to be something that every time there's bergamot in anything, it just slaps me right in the nostrils. Fresh falls pretty fast right beyond that. After a little bit of time, I will say as well, I start to smell something sweet is the best way to put it. I would say maybe like sweet fruit. My guess would probably be the apple. It seems to be more so on that synthetic or fake apple smell than realistic crispy apple. If you ever come across some green apple drink, something like that, with a lot of fructose behind it and whatever they use to flavor apple drinks, it's more akin to that, I suppose, like maybe a Jones soda. If you're at a Jones soda or a Jones pop. Those seem to be the dominating scents right away. But also, I've smelled some salty ozonic in the past, and this seems to be trying for that somewhere in the same scent story or so. But I'm not really sure where it's coming from. As it settles on the skin, seems to up the sweet just a little bit and lose some of those fresh legs. Jumping into the 4 P's of price, performance, projection, and practicality. For price, its cloud coin is around $30 or so. It's a decent price, and it seems to be the normal range for a lot of these fragrances out of the UAE. Can be picked up from off-price retail stores and or online as well. Seems to be relatively easy to come across because it has been out a while and seems to be a little bit popular from what I can tell. As for performance, its cloud cardio is surprisingly decent, especially considering it's in that fresh section of scents. I was getting a little over 4.5 hours of pretty noticeable scents on my skin, and about maybe 10-ish or so on the close. Very unusual since it seems most anchor notes tend to lean towards more spicy, woody, or ambery, and I don't see any of that inside of this, so whatever they got laying in there to really hold down the scents, they're doing a decent job. Projection, its cloud cape is rather large, especially for a fresh scent. Will take up a lot of the space where you are and can be a little bit overwhelming if you go heavy. Paired with its performance, it can be too much in some situations if you're not keeping its potential area of effect in mind. Practicality, its cloud compatibility is best suited for warm weather as most fresh scents are, and this is just my opinion of course, but I think this is also in those woods. I will add that a little bit of sweetness may touch on the edge of cloying, especially with some of those little higher temperatures, and it gets a little intense from time to time, more so on the skin than the clothes. And it is a little unfortunate due to its catering towards those toasty weathers once again. I suppose you could break this out anywhere though if you're really mindful of the strength. Few sprays go very far with respect to what's in this bottle. Now, with all that being said, I would give this 3.75 out of 5 little clouds. It's priced as one would expect a UAE fragrance to be, but it has solid strength and staying power for a fresh fragrance. But almost a tad too strong, and with that synthetic sweet apple scent on the back end, it may be a tad much, which creates a slight usability issues when trying to wear it about, especially considering this seems to be suited for the sun. I'm not saying you can't, just be mindful if you do get some of this, or as I always like to say, get a decant. I imagine you can find a decant of this without any issues, or you can do what I do and just, do the old lottery scratch offs of random fragrances when you're at the store and hope to whatever have you that you're not wasting money when you're trying to find things. And if you do, I suppose that's kind of the old chasing of the scent dragon. Overall, it's okay. I wouldn't wear it too much, but also at the same time, I don't think it would collect a ton of dust. But if all that really doesn't sound like your jazz, this probably won't be your jam. Feel free to like and subscribe. I never mind it, and I always do appreciate it. And I always do appreciate you. Anyhow, anywho, and anyway, I appreciate you stopping on by as always, and I do hope to see you again real soon. Goodbye for now.